Hi, Sparrows. It's another Wisdom Wednesday. Come on into the room. Come on in, come on in. I am Valerie Miller of the Valerie Miller Double Fold. This very moment, you have opportunity to change. And tonight, we are going to get to have a good time together. I did have a guest lined up, however, that has to be rescheduled due to cross-referencing and following up and all of those things. However, it is all good because anytime I have opportunity to chat with my Sparrows one-on-one, I am all in for that. And if you see what I have as topic tonight, how well do you know your relatives? How well do you know your relatives? Come on in. We're going to talk about that. And I feel like, now is the perfect time to bring up the topic because holidays are right around the corner. Monday is Memorial Day, and much gratitude to all of the veterans of all of those active duty, present and past. So much grace and gratitude for what you have done and are doing for our great country. So with that being said, it's going to be a lot of festivities going on, barbecues, all of the time that we take off, vacation, spending time with family, right? Everything is amazing. The launch of summer. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Vanjie. Hello, Patricia. Come on in. So I felt like tonight would be a great night to chat about how well do you know your relatives. Are you going to see your relatives? All of that good stuff. I'm going to shake it up just a little bit as well because I don't have a guest on with me tonight. I said that is all okay. But at any given moment, if you feel like you want to come into the room with me, by all means, invite yourself in, one at a time, of course. Hi, Madison. Hi, Eva, Nelson. Be sure to do that because I'm giving you opportunity to not only be in the room, which is fabulous, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you for always showing up and engaging with me every single week. You have opportunity tonight to come in side by side with me if you'd like. We can't hang out the entire night. You have to drop in for a few minutes. We'll chat about something or whatever's on your mind when it comes to how well you know your relatives. And then you drop out, and then opportunity for someone else can come in. All up to you. Monique, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in the room tonight. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get started. But like I said, that is going to be our topic, talking about how well we know our relatives. Are we going to see our relatives for the holiday? Are you? If so, drop into comments. Let me know what's going on with you for the holiday, because of course I'm not going to be live on Matters of the Heart Monday. You will get a replay of someone that has been on with me before, because the girl is going to be enjoying the holiday herself with her family, and I myself don't get to see family always. So holidays are extremely important, and I think for the first time in a very long time, I'm actually going to be home for Memorial Day, because usually I was in Atlanta or whatnot, but guess what? I'm back in the Queen City now, so I have access to my family. I can spend more time with them, see them more often than before. But even though being back in the city, I don't get to spend as much time with mine, even though I'm back here. Nuts. This is nuts. And it has a lot to do with different things that we all have going on, but making time for each other. That's what is so important. You have to make time for your family because, in essence, family is all we have. And some of you may agree or disagree, because family doesn't always look like me or you or the people that are actually our bloodline. Family goes so much deeper than that. It could be your closest friends. It could be someone that you deem and you trust and you find to be valid, true gemstones in your life. And one of my gemstones is Tanya Huff, and today is her 50th birthday. It's her birthday. And she is family on one side. However, on the other side of that, she's been my best friend for 44 years. So with that being said, happy birthday to you, girl. You're my bestie boo, and cheers to many more. And so looking at that from what it is, that's from kindergarten, first grade on up. We have been that type of friend, you know? So it's beyond family when you have relatives like that. So share something in the comments. You have to engage with me tonight, because guess what? I'm not going to be talking the whole time. I'll cut this whole party short if I have to talk the whole time. So hopefully you are in a place to share. What does your relatives look like to you? How well do you know them? And then you have your mother's side, you have your father's side, you have extensions of family. What does yours look like? Mine's amazing. And you know what? I'm going to share one other thing. I have, coming up this summer, on my Grandma Ada's side, the Pate side of my family tree is actually having a family reunion. And I want to cast the net out to say it's the first one. Maybe it's been some in the past. We didn't know about it. However, elation is there because come August 10th, I think it is, we are going to be in South Carolina and enjoying each other. And guess what else? There's been a group going on. You know, my cousin Wesley has, Frank Wesley has been keeping the group going and things like that. So the momentum is growing and growing because it's going to be a ton of family meeting for the very first time. The very first time. A lot of us are going to be meeting each other. So the engagement has started within the group. And then for the first time, we physically get to meet each other in August. So there aren't words to describe that. So that's another reason why I felt like I wanted to talk about relatives tonight. How well do you know yours? Sharon Kelly Robinson. Hi, cousin. Welcome into the room. Mike King, welcome in. So that's topic. Is there issues in your family? That could have a lot to do with why you're not spending time together, why you may not be seeing each other. Is everything on the up and up? Because we all have our issues in families. You can't avoid that. It's going to be situations that occur, misunderstandings, boundaries have been crossed, a number of things can go on when it comes to family. But the one thing we cannot do when it comes to our folks, we can't pick them. We cannot pick our family. However, we can do our very best to get along with each other, spend that quality time while we still can, because there are some of us who were here for Memorial Day and even on this very day last year. However, they're not here anymore. They're gone. They're gone, and it's heartbreaking, and it really makes you take a very strong and hard look at life and weighing the options. Is it worth it? Whatever we fell out about, is it worth it? I'm just going to pause for a moment, because it's really not. Because when someone has left this earth and there was a situation between the two of you that's unresolved, it's not unresolved forever. Oh my gosh. And is that something you're willing to live with? It's not for me. It's really not. You know, just choose to forgive yourself, forgive them, extend the olive branch, reconnect, and be jovial. Continue to be loving, kind, and caring relatives, friends. Remember why the issue came about. Resolve that and move forward in life. I think that's probably the most major thing that takes place and causes divide in families. And you hear me talking about mine all the time. I love my family. Sharon Robinson is in the room. Cousin. And I tell you, that one, I wouldn't give anything for her. Absolutely nothing at all. She is more than a cousin. She's a friend. She's a sister. She's a true and true, through and through. I love her beyond description. Real talk. So be mindful this holiday season and beyond. Think about your relatives. Think about the people you haven't spoken to in a while. It is summer. Summer is launched, and it's time to really reach out and touch those you haven't been in contact with for a while. It's not about ourselves, but you know what? The pot is always sweeter when we can trickle in those people that bring us joy, the people that we remember, that we had such good times with. However, for whatever reason, they're not in our lives right now. And there are some times when you're going to have to, you know, drop that benediction and say, you know what? I just can't have you in my life. I just can't. I can't. I've tried. I've done everything feasible. But you know what? No, we can see each other at the family reunion, and we're just going to keep it cool and kosher right there. But even when you come to that understanding, be mutual, be fair, be kind to each other, and just agree to disagree. Go on with your lives, but always keep it on a grateful space. Be there for each other even though you find it difficult to tolerate each other. Leave the knowledge knowing and that understanding between each other, because I tell you right now, anything go down in my family, I don't care if we got some stuff going on or whatever, if anything goes down, you better believe all matters are put aside. We're all one way to destination to do what we can to be there and love and support. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to see each other all the time, be together all the time. However, it's vital that you remain true to each other. That bloodline is just that. It's the beautiful thing. God connected us for a reason. Not always are we going to understand what those reasons are. However, they're there. We can't select our family. We can't select who we have in our lives until we decide, to make a choice to either have them in our lives or out of it. But like I said, family doesn't change. I wouldn't give anything in this world for mine. And have had opportunities. People have come up, people of the past, that have said, given me ultimatums, me or your family. And you already know, Sparrows, what went down with that. He's not around anymore. You don't give ultimatums around about family. You just don't do that, because family is a part of the package that you get when you get me. It's just that simple. I just don't even want to bring anything else more about it. It's beautiful. It's a gift from God to have your family. Think about all the good times you cherish, all the things that you look forward to when it comes to holidays. I am excited about holidays. I just can't get enough of my family. My mom, she, Queen Fabulous, she's the Shiro, holds everything down, and it's that type of situation. And when we all get together, it is huge. It is a big party for all of us to be in the same space at the same time, because when you get older and everybody's getting married off, moving to different locations, and then your families tend to grow and you go into different directions. So that means that everybody isn't privy to be in the same space at the same time. Fab, welcome to the room. Selena Albright, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for dropping into the room tonight. We're talking about family and how well do you know your relatives. And that's about the gist of things. So don't be shy. Drop into comments how you feel. Is there something on your mind? Is something you want to chat about when it comes to yours? Is there a rift, or are you extremely close to yours like I am? Please share. If you want to come into the room, you're more than welcome. Just send me an invitation. Tell me you want to come on. I will be more than happy to bring you into the room for a few minutes. It's that kind of night, because I'm excited about summer. I'm thrilled. Expressing gratitude for the veterans, absolutely. However, making time for those that always have your back, those that are there for you regardless. And there are sometimes, there's some of us that shy away from family because you're in a relationship. Something new has taken place in your life, right? And you seem to kind of stray away from family because you're putting all of that energy toward that new person in your life. And then things go left, you know. But guess what? When you have that heartbreak, it's always a close family member. It's going to be that very close friend, the very same person you kind of walked away from, that's going to help you pick up the pieces. So that's why I say relatives are extensions of family. It doesn't have to be your bloodline. However, it's people that you have in your life that are your true gemstones. Those people that love you unconditionally, regardless. The ones that can tell you truth and say it in love and kindness. That's what I'm talking about. So it seems like the sparrows are going to be very quiet in the room tonight. But I just wanted to make sure that I give you a little something to think about going into the holiday season. What's going on? What is that thing that's either keeping you away from your family, or no matter what, you are there for yours. Ride or die. You are there irregardless of things that may be taking place in your life. I know I was speaking earlier today. Welcome to the room, Tiffany. Perfect timing. Tiffany and I were talking, and there, very few similar times when there are situations that take place within families. And, we were just back and forth, and it's another situation that's going on, not in our family, but someone else that we mutually know. And it is just heartbreaking when it comes to communication and how most people are utilizing social media and text message and things like that, because they can't even pick up the phone or have an engaging conversation with each other. However, communication was done through text message. And it was quite hurtful. I won't say too much because the individuals frequent the room. However, at the same time, I'm praying for you. I hope everything works out, because when things can easily be misconstrued via text message, you may mean to say something one way, however it comes across another way to the person on the receiving end, and it causes heartbreak. It damages the relationship. But when it comes to sisters, a relationship that close, and there's a rift and a divide, that's heartbreaking, because I can't even imagine it with my sisters, not even a distant cousin, one of my closest girlfriends or guys. I can't even imagine that. Therefore, anytime is communication that's necessary, talk to me. Call me, FaceTime me, don't text me. I would prefer an engaging conversation face to face. And of course, you all know I have the gift of gab. So you can talk to me anytime about anything. I'm not your conscious lifestyle strategist for just any reason. I enjoy engaging conversations. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't. Personal, professional, spiritual, does not matter, because it's constant growth. It's constant changing and evolving every day. That's what we're all experiencing on our soul journey in life. Just take a snapshot of self, and how would you feel if you read the note that you're about to send via text message? Read it back and pretend you are that person on the receiving end. How would you feel about receiving that? That would really help eliminate a number of things. And also looking at, boundaries. Are we crossing the line? Are we crossing the line? Do we have any contribution as to why it could be some rift in the family, or, why certain people don't come around or participate when things are taking place? Mirror moment. It's a mirror moment time. And I say that because I'm constantly checking myself when it comes to that, to be mindful of how I treat other people, respecting boundaries, and asking permission. You know what? Can I talk to you about something? Is now a good time? When can we talk about this or whatnot? And as I look through the timelines on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's fun things to share, and there are times when it's not nice. It's not nice. It's a lot of things and heartache and breaks that are shared on timelines, especially Facebook. My God. So I see these things and it's like, whoa, how about I'm not commenting on that? I'm just going to scroll right on past it. You know, not something that's pertaining to me, but it's somebody having a complete meltdown. I might on the back end send you a messenger and say, hey girl, are you okay? You know, I might do that because if it falls in my spirit, I can't let it go. However, at the same time, there are times when you have to just pray over it and just keep going. However, looking at social media is tough sometimes. And a lot of people have chosen to use it as an outlet to alleviate whatever's on their heart. What I will say, it's not the best place to do it, you know. However, at the same time, definitely get it off your chest. I would suggest doing something else. Talking to the person would be great. Take it to the person that you have the problem with rather than airing it out to 2,000 and 3,000 people, however many people you have on your friend list, because I'm one of those individuals, child, I don't want to see that. That's not a part of grace and gratitude and laughter and joy. That's not something I'm expecting to see when I drop into my timeline. I will unfollow you too if too much of it continue to happen. Just FYI. I'm just saying, because I'm a happy person. I look for joy every day, and if you're ever just streaming through my timeline, you're going to see it's constant optimism. It is joy. It's going to be something that's going to uplift you for the day. It's something because I love you that much. I want to see nothing but great things happen in your life, not just in your family life, but in your relationships at work and your spiritual life, every aspect of that. So like I said, it was just something that was on my heart to talk about for quite a while, because I continue to see so much over and over and over again. So much is happening in community, and it's taking place and showing up on these social media platforms. And of course, we're rounding out the month of, May, which is Mental Health Month. And wow, it's not a secret. Hi, Lisa. Welcome to the room, Cousin Whittington. Welcome in. I'm constantly talking about the new look of mental health. It doesn't look like it used to look. It doesn't, not at all. And it's displaying in so many areas, and I am constantly praying over somebody. You may not know that I am, but I am. I really am. And it's because of things that I see or I may hear, when it comes to relationships, your children, the number of things that I constantly hear, however, isn't privy to talk about because of confidentiality and things like that when it comes to clients and the people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis. But it's a lot of things happening in life, and we have to be mindful of our contributions to those things. And when we take notice to know these things are happening and we've contributed, please, whatever you do, apologize. Don't ignore it. Don't allow another day to go by knowing that you've had the realization of something that I've done to you or you've done to me, and there isn't communication going on right now. Fix it, please. Please fix it. That's all I ask. Fix that, because tomorrow's not promised. The next 5 minutes isn't promised. So that's all I felt like talking about today, because of the simple fact, like I said, I did have a guest lined up tonight, and it was going to be a juicy, as always. However, I'm going to have to reschedule her, and the moment I realized that we were completely missing each other like that, I said, no, I've got to gavel down on that. This won't be happening tonight because this has been on my heart. And so today was the day to talk about it just before the holiday season. And Lisa in the room, I haven't seen in forever, another relative. However, thank God for social media, because the blessing is we get to stay connected. So don't think for a minute I'm not noticing what's going on in Lisa's life. Oh yeah, I see it. Lisa's on a completely different type of journey right now, weight loss journey. I think the last she posted, she's lost 152 pounds. Girl, I'm beyond proud of you for taking your life into your hands, and you do have support from everybody in the family, whether if you hear from us often or not, and I'm grateful for the engagement that we do have. So don't think for a minute you're not supported, because you are. And it's just something as simple as that, giving shout outs and thank yous when necessary. Please do that, because you never know what someone might be dealing with. If you're on a weight loss journey, if you're on a spiritual journey, if you're seeking change in your life when it comes to your career paths, trust and know it's tough out here to remain focused, to remain energized, to remain on top of everything. And then there are some of you that are married, and then you have careers where you travel, and you have little ones at home, and you're single, and you're looking to meet somebody new, and you haven't met anybody new. The jokers that you're meeting are just that, jokers, lollipops, not cool, and that is easy to sling you back into a space. So that's one of the reasons why I do what I do, to keep joy in your life, to be an inspiration to you, to point out the things that stand out to me as an issue that needs to be resolved or looked at, those types of things. So it's no telling what you're going to hear from me, or the things that I'm going to be talking about from week to week, and that's the whole point of this platform, bringing about awareness and consciousness and reflection of self, and taking responsibility of ourselves for the things that are taking place in our lives day in and day out, taking the necessary steps to make the changes that you'd like to see, because everything does. It starts with you, and you're taking that step forward into the difference that takes place in your life and the things that you want to see. It takes work. It takes choosing to do it. However, everything that you want, everything you need is feasible. You can obtain that as long as you decide that this is what you're going to do and commit to it. Hi, Sheila Carswell. Thank you for dropping in with us tonight. I appreciate you. So, again, how well do you know your relatives? And just to cast the net just a little bit further, how well do you know yourself? How have you been bruised or broken by family? I know there have been times I've spoken with friends and family, just being the peacemaker. I'm always the peacemaker, the one that has to listen to it all and then come up with a solution to fix it so everybody can get along, and have never cared or mind to be that individual. I'm actually grateful for it. It's a gift God has given me. I accept it wholehearted and just don't even think about it anymore. I just move forward in it. My God, it's the career for me now. And much gratitude for that. So that's about the gist, my loves. That's all I have for you today. That's it. Just think before speaking, and celebrate where it's necessary to celebrate. Reach out to those individuals you haven't spoken to in a while. Just show love and kindness is necessary to do. It is. It's necessary to do. If you have access to those individuals that you know you want to see, call them up. Schedule a date. Meet them at the mall, at Starbucks. I don't care. Have a dinner party at your house. Just invite people over. I miss that. Just hosting parties and just having everybody come by, just hang out, eat, have some good times, and then go back home. No reason, no holiday, just because I felt like doing it. So, like I said, I'm back in the Queen City now, and there's going to be so many changes to take place, because I'm grateful to be home, to be closer to home, to family and friends. And being away for so long in Atlanta, Alpharetta, being in Georgia for so long, you get accustomed to being separated from your family. And then when you come back to town, you have to readjust to the things that are different that you have been accustomed to, my conditioning. So it's just unveiling those things and saying, you know what, I have all this family here. It's time to make some changes. And if I can present to you of things that and suggest things to you to do, trust and believe I'm doing it for myself. I'm not going to say anything to you that I'm not doing. And some live engagements. Put the phones down. Put all of these electronics down. Just have an engaging conversation. At dinner, no phones. Nothing electronic. Simple conversations. Not hard. Not hard. You will be amazed at how you can rekindle some things that have been lost. Rekindle the relationships that matter while you have opportunity to do so. That's all. I won't say it's a rant, but this is my love letter to you today. This is my love letter. How well do you know your relatives and your extended family? And if time has been a situation to where we get caught up in our lives, we get so caught up in our own lives every day, it's easy to miss all the individuals that surround you, that love you, that support you, that want to be there for you. Just don't know how to reach out anymore because you've grown apart to levels. However, be the one to kind of reach out and say, you know what? I love you so much. Let's do this. Let's plan this. It's summer. No reason. Meet at the park, on the greenways, whatever. Plan a soiree at the house, a mini trip. Take a drive out to Biltmore. I don't know. Up to the mountains, out to Valentine. Whatever you want to do. But do something together. Do it as a family. Do it individually, however you want to do it. So cousins, aunties, uncles, friends, be on the lookout. Your phones are going to be ringing rather soon from me. I'm going to be calling just because. And it has nothing to do with the holiday. But like I said, the holiday is the launch of summer. We are in that mindset of having some freedoms and having some free time and getting out of the house because it's warm now. The pollen's passed. The weather is amazing. Invite friends. Invite family. Spend time with those that you care about. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of the house. Do something different that you've been planning to do for so long and just haven't done it. Get out and do that. Make a promise and make a commitment to yourself to do that. That's all I got. That's all I got. And I have talked nonstop for how long? 34 minutes. You guys really could have come in. I wish one of you would have said, hey Val, I want to come on. Let's talk about it. But it's okay because maybe I just needed to talk and to get all of this off and share this with my favorite guys and gals, my sparrows. You know, you're my everything. I really love you guys that much. Enough to come on and say, okay, family is the truth. Family is going to be there for you when other people just won't be. It just depends on what your family look like. And mine doesn't look like yours. And, you know, vice versa. That's it. But I say plan some function. Launch it with Memorial Day. And do something once a month or maybe twice a month throughout the summer and watch how your life change. Watch. And it's only going to change for the greater. It will. And make a point to invite the individuals you have not spoken to in an extremely long time. They can be local in town, they can be out of town, but just be mindful and respectful to give them enough time to plan to be there. Because we all have engagements just throughout the summer. So you want to plan that accordingly so they can be sure to accept your invitation. And just make it a just because I love you invitation. please come because I miss you. I love you that much. That's it. I just gave you your greeting to write on your invitation. It's like that. So, within a nutshell, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and get off because there's so many things that I can do this evening, like writing my gratitude time and getting that posted and shared for each of you. So don't sleep. Read those gratitude times that's on my timeline. Anytime you see that sparrow, that little bird, and a message, that's my gratitude time for the day, because there is one every single day. Every single day. I express my gratitude for things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for this platform. I'm just grateful to have this conversation right now because it was necessary to do. And for whatever reason, God has placed me in this seat for what I'm doing. I'm grateful for that. For wherever it goes, I'm grateful for that. Everybody I've met due to this platform, grateful for every guest I've had within coming into TVM. So the Valerie Miller is going places. I just don't know where it's going. However, I'm grateful for wherever it lands. And on that note, I'm going to say, love without conditions, always possess a positive attitude, and soar in all you do. I love you, mean it, and smooches. FYI, do not forget to reach out to at least 3 people you haven't spoken to in 6 months to a year. Reach out to them. Give them a surprise. Show them just how much you love them and that you're just simply thinking about them. Just a little seed for thought, okay? Have a fabulous holiday, and I probably, like I said, I will be showing a rotation of a guest that has already been on Matters of the Heart Monday on Monday. So this girl is going to be spending time with family, okay? Love you, gals and guys. Smooches.